Welcome to MCCT, Microcrawler Capability Test. That's where we test and compare the driving performance and capability of micro trucks and microcrawlers from 1 to 18th to 1 to 24th scale. Trucks in stock condition as well as highly modified and upgraded ones. The trucks have to pass through 10 different tests. We'll get either points for their results or their performance will be graded, and the final scores will reveal the most capable microcrawlers. We check their climbing ability, descent performance, their tilt angle, their performance in overcoming easy and difficult obstacles, and their low speed modulation and low speed driving performance. Check the description for details of tests, scores, and mode of grading. Now let's start and present this episode's test trucks. In MCCT episode 23, we will test the Hobby Plus CR-18P Evo Harvest. The CR-18P Evo Harvest has a wheelbase of 159.7 millimeters and a weight of 388 grams. It runs on tires with 58 by 20 millimeters on 1.2 inch rims. It has portal axles, a 2-speed transmission and adjustable drag brake, and it runs on a 2S LiPo with 600 milliamp hours and has a 130 sized motor with 100T. And now let's see how the CR-18P Evo performs and if it outperforms its predecessors CR-18P Rock Van and T-Hunter. Test number 1. Climb on a rough surface, 45 degrees, no problem at all for the Evo, 50 degrees, easy, even 52 degrees, not a big deal for the Evo Harvest, and 53 degrees, it falls. But with its super smooth, low speed modulation, awesome. It's able to climb 53 degrees also with not big effort. It has to be slow. Will it also be able to climb 54 degrees? Super smooth, super slow, but it falls. Come on. CR-18P Evo, will it? No. Many tries it was not able to do 54 degrees, so 53 degrees and 8 points in test 1, climb on a rough surface. That's better than the CR-18P T-Hunter and the Rock Van, which have been tested previously. And that's place 11 out of 40 trucks tested so far. And test 2, climb on a smooth surface, 45 degrees, no problem, 50 degrees, easy, 52 degrees on a smooth surface for the CR-18P Evo, still can do it, and 53 degrees, that's already hard. Come on, Harvest. Come on. It will not. On a rough surface it could do 53 degrees and come on, Harvest. About half of the distance. Come on, get to the end, to the top. But finally no. So 53 was a little bit too much, but it could do half of the distance. So 52.5 degrees in test number 2, 7.5 points for this. And again, the CR-18P Evo Harvest is better here than the CR-18P without Evo, T-Hunter and Rock Van. And that's place 8 out of 40 trucks tested so far. And test 3. Going down, stop and go up in reverse again. 45 degrees, no problem. 51 degrees, not a big deal. And 52 degrees, quite steep already. But the Harvest Evo still manages to do it. And 53 degrees. That's already really steep for this test. Will it be able to do it? It falls. 53 degrees, that's difficult, even if it has a super smooth brake and low speed modulation. 53 degrees was too much. So test 3, descent 52 degrees and 3.5 points for the CR-18P Evo Harvest. Again, significantly better than the T-Hunter and the Rock Van. And that's place 8, a shared 8th place out of 40 trucks tested so far in test 3. Tests number 4 and 5. Tilt angle to the left and to the right. To the left 42.6 degrees, 5.3 points for this, and to the right 43.1 degree, 5.55 points for this. Again, the CR-18P Evo Harvest is significantly better than the CR-18Ps T-Hunter and Rock Van, and that's a 16th place out of 40 trucks tested so far. Test number 6, the flat side of the hill of branches. No problem for the Harvest Evo, neither in first nor in second gear, and 2 out of 2 points in test number 6. Test number 7, the steep side of the hill of branches. Probably the most difficult test of MCCT, but for the CR-18P Evo Harvest, no problem at all. Not in first gear, but in second gear, nearly unbelievable performance, as if there wouldn't be any obstacles. So 10 out of 10 points here. Wow. Test number 9, the flat side of the hill of pebblestones. No problem at all for the CR-18P Evo Harvest. 2 out of 2 points in test number 8. Test number 9, the steep side of the hill of pebblestones. Super difficult obstacle. And the CR-18P Evo Harvest has big problems in first gear. It's not able to climb the steep side in first gear. However, it does have 2 gears, 2 speeds, and in second speed, picking the right line, it's not a big problem. So quite easy. And therefore 7 out of 10 points, because second gear was really good, and since the truck does have a second gear, we cannot judge first gear performance. And to the last test of MCCT, test 10, low speed performance and modulation. In first gear, the low speed performance of the CR-18P Evo is really, really good. Awesome for a out-of-the-box truck without any modifications, stock ESC. Slightly little bit of whining of the ESC, but we don't judge noise here anyway. But check the trigger. It's really super smooth, and you can go super slow and also stop. easily when going down. It has punch in first gear too, and in second gear a lot more punch, but even in second gear it's possible to go really slow, but climbing steps, check the index finger and the trigger, is not that easy. So therefore you would need the first gear. Really good performance, test 10, low speed performance and modulation, at least 3.5 out of 5 points here for the CR-18P Evo Harvest. And we come to the final score of MCCT 23, the CR-18P Evo Harvest. Here again, all 10 tests performed and all points gained. And we see the Evo Harvest is really good in each test. Absolutely top performance, absolutely awesome. It's better in each test than the CR-18P without Evo, the T-Hunter and the Rock Van. A reason for this is probably the larger 130 motor in very low position of the CR-18P Evo compared to the lighter 050 motors of the CR-18Ps without two-speed transmission. And all in all, it gains 54.35 points for its performance, and that's place 6 out of 40 trucks tested so far. But the CR-18P Evo Harvest is the best performing of all trucks tested which have not been modified. This was the XL SCX24 Pebble so far, but the CR-18P Evo Harvest is even better. You can see this here and here in more detail. Absolute top performance and a new number one for out-of-the-box performance. The new number one is the Hobby Plus CR-18P Evo Harvest. And that's it for MCCT episode 23. But watch out for the next episodes of MCCT. There are still a lot of trucks to be tested. MCCT will be back.